Hello and welcome to another useful video. Today's a very exciting day because we have the Kospet Optimus Pro in the studio for a full review. So let's start off with the specifications. This watch is running Android 7.1.1 with a MTK 6739 processor, a 1.39-inch AMOLED display, an 800 mAh battery, a 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, along with an IP67 certification. As for the styling of the watch, it's kind of an evolution from the previous Kospet Hope 4G. It still has the ceramic bezel, the same size screen, but the buttons are a lot more premium and bigger. Additionally, the watch is basically the same size and weight as the previous Kospet Hope 4G, and really the watch looks really nice. The ceramic bezel along with the black bands make for a really sleek look. The back of the watch is a lot different than before because now a screw holds in the SIM cover, which hopefully will provide a better waterproof seal. Additionally, the speakers fire out from the bottom there, and the microphone is also right behind the bottom plate cover there under the ROHS sign. As for the overall look and feel of the watch, especially when you're wearing it, it does still feel like a premium device. It's really nice that it still has a lot of the great features that made the Kospet Hope 4G such a great watch, but hopefully it's taken some of the shortcomings and stepped them up a notch to make sure that this watch will be even more robust and last a longer time for the user. And you might be wondering, useful videos, why is this watch a premium feeling watch? Well, it has a ceramic bezel, a really nice AMOLED screen, all the plastics seem to be of high quality, and it is screwed together very nicely. On the back of the watch, you have the heart rate monitor, the charging port, pins, 4 screws that hold the back cover on, the microphone, and the speaker. And another bonus for this Kospet watch is the fact that it has those removable straps. The SIM card slot cover now has a rubber gasket around it, and once removed, you can clearly see the SIM card slot with a nice cartridge to hold the SIM card in. Moving on to the menu, this watch uses the same Android 7.1.1 setup that you might have seen in the previous Kospet Hope 4G. There is a little bit of a twist to this setup and menu system, which we'll get to shortly, but as you can see, it retains the really great language outputs that really allows you to fine-tune the language of the watch to your particular area. And again, I think this is really great because it truly makes this Kospet watch a world watch. You can take it basically anywhere, and chances are it will have the language of choice in that country built into the watch. After you've chosen your language and entered in your weight and height, you can go ahead and scan that particular QR code to set up the wiiwatch 2 app. We're going to skip that for now and go straight to the menu system. Now this menu system is very familiar because we've seen it in basically every single Android 7.1.1 watch. It's got a lot of great features and really allows you to customize and get to the different menu options very easily. You have a lot of adjustability with the sound, the connection, the different apps, the permissions, the battery saving, the data saving features. So really, it is a very well optioned watch. And Android 7.1.1, while it isn't the newest version of Android, still allows you to do a lot of things, which really makes this watch useful. I do like the fact that you still have that always on display with this watch, and the AMOLED display has a very nice, crisp, clear, bright, vivid color output, and really allows you to enjoy looking at things on the watch. The screen is a little bit on the smaller side, like the previous Kospet Hope 4G. However, there is no black area anywhere. You can turn the screen from fully round into square, and sometimes you do have to do that based on certain apps. It just depends. But you have the benefit of having all of the Google apps at your fingertips, including the maps, the custom Google settings that you might have on an account, and you can hook up a lot of different accounts to the watch as well. I can comment on the heart rate monitor. It still works pretty great, but does still take a while to read your heart rate. The weather works great. The camera we'll get to in a little bit, along with some video. And really, again, it has most of the things that you're going to want in a smartwatch. And because it's running a full version of Android, it's got a browser, basically everything that a regular smartwatch will have. So the point of this watch is that you can leave your phone at home and simply use this as an all-in-one device that you can wear on your wrist. And that makes it very handy, especially on days where you might be traveling or going somewhere and don't want to bring your phone with you. The maps work well, the navigation works well, and pretty much because you have 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage, you have a lot of different options on what you can download and definitely run more than one app at a time without slowing down the phone. An added benefit of this Kospet Optimus Pro is the low power mode. This mode allows you to really gain a lot of battery stamina when in this mode because it has very limited use. It has a heart rate monitor, it'll show you your steps, and it will give you the time. As for the watch faces, again, you have a multitude of options. Not only does it have a lot of really cool Optimus Pro specific watch faces, you can also use a picture and make a custom watch face, or you can download a lot of the watch faces from the Kospet store. Now, the Kospet store is great because it has a lot of different smartwatch faces available, and it allows you to basically download as many as you want, again, because you have that 32 gig of storage. A lot of these watch faces are previous watch faces that you could have found on the Kospet Hope 4G, and a lot of them still hark back to the FIFA or the Olympics, which is fine, and a lot of them are really nice looking smartwatch faces. I generally like to go with the smartwatch faces that give you more information, like your steps, your battery level, and really allows you to just take a quick glance at the watch and get all of the information that you need when you're looking for the basics, like the time, or the battery level, or your steps, just important things like that. And really, it's great because you have such access to a lot of really cool looking smartwatch faces, and the Amoled screen really pops with a lot of them. Really keeps you interested and allows you to change the watch face with your mood. Now coming up, we have the camera and video test for you. By all accounts, this camera is the same 5 megapixel camera that's been extrapolated to 8 megapixels via software. However, that doesn't mean this is a bad camera, and it can be a replacement for a smartphone camera. However, don't expect super crisp pictures or really great color saturation or color reproduction. Fine detail isn't that great as well, and it's really hard to position the watch because the camera is usually facing a different angle than you're used to with a regular smartphone. With that being said though, as a camera or backup camera, it's definitely sufficient, and some of the pictures do turn out better than you expect. Now coming up, we have a video camera and sound test. This is a video test of the Kospet Optimus Pro, basically showing how the watch works, how it takes video, the detail of the video, the sound recording, the video stability, the color reproduction, and the overall viewing pleasure of the video. So as you can see, video capture is actually really nice on this camera. And while I'm taking the video right now, it seems to be doing a pretty good job keeping the video steady and smooth. With the speaker on the back side of the watch, you might be wondering how sound is. There's going to be a sound clip and a recording to test the sound. This is a recording to test the playback, microphone, speaker, and overall audio quality of the Kospet Optimus Pro 4G smartwatch.
This is a recording to test the playback, microphone, speaker, and overall audio quality of the Kospet Optimus Pro 4G smartwatch.
So far so good, but how fast is the Wi-Fi connection? Let's watch this video and see what type of Mbps we get. And as you can see, with the Wi-Fi connection, it's pretty strong at around 50 Mbps, so not bad. And coming up, here's a SIM and calling test to see how the watch performs in that regard.
Thank you for calling Simple Mobile.
Para español, marca 2.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. To re-up your service, say 1. To
One.
align your account, say 2.
1.
To pay using a credit or debit card, say 1. If you already have a service plan PIN, say 2.
1.
Okay, let's pay your account.
So calls are pretty decent and the speaker's good, but can it accept Bluetooth headphones? Let's watch and find out. And as you can see, it's connected to my Sony 1000 XM2 headphones just fine.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. To re-up your service, say 1. To add a line to your account, say 2. To
1.
transfer your- To pay using a credit or debit card, say 1.
1.
If you
Right on the line, no.
So what's my final verdict on the Kospet Optimus Pro? Well, I think this is a fine watch and a great successor to the Kospet Hope 4G. It's taken everything that made the Kospet Hope 4G a great watch, like the excellent battery, great memory, great RAM, detachable straps, and fine AMOLED screen, and taken it further by giving you a better way to charge the watch, a better waterproofing system, better buttons, and just a great feel and look with the ceramic bezel. Can this watch replace a smartphone? Absolutely. Can this watch take appropriate pictures and videos? Absolutely. Is the recording fine? Yes. Can you use the speaker and really take and make phone calls with it? Absolutely. Can you connect Bluetooth headphones? Yes. So it really ticks a lot of the boxes, and it's a great product. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have a wonderful day. And for some extra context, please make sure you check out my previous Kospet Hope 4G review. It will give you a lot of insight into both of these watches. And once again, thank you so much for watching.